Hello, this is George Senda, the real, official, authentic, original, one and only the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube commentators, imposters, trolls, or copyright violators. Excuse me, my voice has gone out again. All right, this first video I do, and I'm very, very lost without my iPad or my iPhone. I can't do videos. I went out and feed the cats today before I went to the post office. And of course, I have no working iPad. And literally in front of what used to be Kathy's apartment building, I heard this rushing noise above me. And I turned around to look, and not one, not two, not three, but four in a line, and they were staggered behind each other, and they all weren't in a line. They were like one here, one here, one here, one here, and then they went in a line. Four black helicopters went down Ferry Street over my head. And my building is 4 stories tall. They were above the height of the building, but they were so close I could see that they had no markings. They were not black entirely. They looked like a black gray, like when someone puts primer paint on a car with the gray Krylon stuff. It looks really crappy. They had rotors on the front and the back. And in seconds, they were moved up above the public defender's building, which is a block from me on the left. And they were maybe another 500 feet above that. And then they came up like whoop, 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 and they headed that way, east. So I talked to Abram, and he said they're probably going to Travis. They had no military markings on them, not a registration number, nothing. They did have. I could see, even though it was bright and sunny, it was about 4:45 p.m., and it's now 8:31 p.m. with 78 in my living room. They did have the identification lights, the bright white lights blinking on and off. Now, I saw a black helicopter over the former Woolworths years ago when I was working as a bell ringer for the Salvation Army at Christmas time. It passed over the Flood building, straight down Market Street in San Francisco. It was back in the 90s. But I've never seen 4 of them. And I've seen military helicopters at air shows and at Army events and stuff like that. But I never expected one to come down my street, much less 4. This is why I missed the iPad. My iPhone's lying on the floor. Its screen is broken. I don't know. I didn't have my Android phone with me. I had too much to carry. And you can do a video on it, but I'm not sure. I didn't manage to send pictures, but it sends them off on Google to other people. So I hate the Google photo thing. Why I can't just drag it to my desktop like everything else drives me crazy. So 4 black helicopters in my street. All right, I'll be back in a minute with other videos because the nightmare continues. And speaking of things that overrun, it's my fault. I had the bag like that. I had 2 of them locking her away in the area where the end table is by the door, and Fuzzy likes to lie in the hallway between the front window and the floor, and she knocked over the fan, and it was the last time it got knocked over. My tall fan that keeps me cool in here is now dead. So for the next 2 weeks, I lose a fan. I don't have any spares now because they've all either died or whatever, so I'm going to roast even more, but hopefully it will stay cool in here. We were supposed to have rain here today. They said 50% chance of rain, 70% chance of rain, and then they went down to 40, and then 30, and then 20, and no rain. It didn't rain in Pittsburgh where Kathy is, but no rain here. I was hoping for rain to cool things off, but that didn't happen. Fed Tiny, Orangey, Gray, Mama Cat, Little Girl, and Fluffy. So, and I did get one thing. They raised my food stamp benefits, CalFresh, from $43 a month to $51. So that'll be a help. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great night. Stay wet, warm, dry, or cool. I hope you stay cool out there wherever you are, and stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye for now.